Today we are going to talk about Patrick Swayze's scene in Skatetown, USA. This scene it's something else. I'm going to talk about quite a few skills here that he does that I actually do quite often. A lot of them I will mention I do have in my skills in my membership. You can get a membership. You can learn how to skate on my website, thatnicolefiore.com, or through my YouTube channel. I do have memberships through there as well. He does a lot of great skills, and he has toe stops in, and he uses his toe stops a lot. Let's just start from the beginning. He looks great. I think this is why so many of you have sent this to me. He looks fantastic. When he rolls out onto the floor, he's chewing gum. That is a big no-no in a lot of skating rinks. He doesn't just chew the gum, he takes it out of his mouth and he throws it. Where does it go? I don't know, but someone definitely rolled into it after. And they're actually not even in a skating rink. They're in the Palladium. And I have been to quite a few shows and concerts there, and I have always said I would love to skate on this floor, and they got to. So I'm extremely jealous of this. But he rolls out on the floor very, very serious. I think this is the most serious I've ever seen anyone on roller skates. The Wikipedia page says that he did roller skate, but I do know for sure he was a dancer, and you can tell. The moment he steps out onto the floor, he has fantastic posture, and he is commanding attention. He's rolling, he's kind of doing like half scissors, one foot in front of the other, just transferring weight from one foot to the other. He has his right heel out in front of him, and he does an inside edge on his left foot, kind of disco spin to kind of stop himself, slow himself down, and then he puts his right toe stop down to stop, and then he spins. He does like a little bit of a toe stop spin, about a half rotation on his right toe stop. Dancers often rotate to their right. Roller skaters most of the time rotate to their left. So he takes his belt off with this toe stop spin, which is pretty spicy. I have my hair in a braid currently. I, growing up, had very long hair, and I would wear it in a braid. If you have a really big hair tie and you do a spin and it whips you, it hurts so bad. And I can only imagine how bad this belt hurt when he was hitting himself with it. So I'm sure he had some welts from this. Then a nice lunge with the left toe stop down. He's whipping the belt, standing there. And then he takes off into some cross pulls. One cross pull, actually. He does one cross pull going around to his left, lunging into his left leg, crossing his right foot over. And then this is a bit of movie magic editing. He goes onto his left inner forward edge, puts his right foot in front. He stretches his right foot in front. He puts that down, and then all of a sudden, the next scene, he's on his left outer forward edge. It would make sense in real life if he pushed off of his right toe stop to then get onto a strong outer forward edge, but this is a weird cut. They just cut these together. So then he's magically on a really strong outer forward edge on his left skate. He does a 3-turn, a really nice 3-turn, I might add. He does a left outer forward 3-turn, and then he puts weight into his right skate onto his right outer back edge, stretching his left foot out to then kind of whip this belt around. He does some opposite backward cross pulls. A normal backward cross pull, you cross your foot in front and you use your pinky toe to push off and get speed while traveling backward. He does an opposite backward cross pull. I do have a skills class on that. I have skills classes on backward cross pulls and opposite backward cross pulls. Then he steps forward, so he does an outer back heel to heel transition. Again, I have a skills class on that. Goes to his heel. This is again a weird cut. They have a lot of weird cuts in this scene. As a skater, I know that they are cuts and they aren't a continuous motion that he's doing because it doesn't quite add up. But then he's just skating forward, whipping this belt around fiercely. Eye contact. Whoa. And then he does kind of a 2-foot spin, kind of a toe stop spin on it. He has his left toe stop down. So actually it's a toe pivot with his left toe stop down, moving his right skate around. But again, it cuts into a completely different scene. So we don't actually see the finished product of that pivot because then he's whipping that around again. He does a lot of quick turns, like very quick. and they're showing his upper body, so you can't really tell what his feet are doing. He turns around so fast, and I could almost guarantee he's doing a heel to heel transition. He's just rotating really fast and whipping his body around. When you do that on skates, you have to be very careful. Obviously, he has a strong core, so he's holding himself up really well. But if you let that go at all and you're rotating, whipping yourself around really fast, heel to heel, you usually want to stop yourself halfway, check yourself to the side, and then rotate very slowly, or at least in a very controlled manner. He's turning around so fast that he has to make sure his core is very tight and his hips aren't moving on him. Out of that, when they do go to his full body, he goes into these really nice backward cross pulls. Then he steps forward, doing again another big 3-turn into a big toe stop hop. We were literally just talking about this because one of my students did it in a video and someone had screen recorded it and was like, I want to learn this hop. And I was like, I actually have a skills class on that hop. It's just, I don't straighten my leg out in the hop. He's taking off on his right toe stop. So he's stabbing his right toe stop down and he does it out of a 3-turn, which is a really fun way to do it because your momentum's already going. He jumps off of his right toe stop and then he swings his left leg out, stretches it out. He does it pretty big. He does pretty much a split jump because he gets quite a bit of air, but I wouldn't say it's fully a split jump. He is whipping that belt around as he does it too, which is not easy. But then he turns kind of a heel to heel, kind of a spread eagle, and then he stops using his toe stops to stop. Very strong positions here. Now he goes into another cross pull. Again, with these fast rotations, he does 2 really fast rotations here. That is so impressive. Whether he's doing heel to heel or he's putting a toe stop down to turn faster, he's rotating so fast. Dancers spot their turns. So if you watch his eyes, he comes around, he looks, he comes around, he looks. Usually, skaters do not spot. If you're doing something like that, turning, not doing a full spin, just doing a rotation, you might spot, but I actually don't know that I would. Now this part's cool. He puts that belt, he holds it with both hands, he puts his skate through, and then he holds it to his ankle of his other skate and does what I call an arrow spiral. This is a really nice moment. I wish he held it longer. I wish they didn't cut to this other moment. But then he releases the belt. Now look at this outer forward edge. Nice. I'm so impressed by this. He swings his right skate forward when he's on the outer forward edge. Then he swings it back while he does an edge rock over. Again, I do have a skills class on that too. I have a skills class on the arrow spiral. I have a skills class on a rock over. And then he goes into, I think it's supposed to be a left inner forward loop. He kind of does the loop. He does a really good entrance into the loop, but then he kind of cuts it short. That's okay. We'll give it to him. Then he drops down to the ground. Now this is very impressive. And he is wearing knee pads. Now he runs on his toe stops into a jump. This is wild. He puts his left toe stop down, runs to his right toe stop. So he transfers his weight to a right toe stop, then kind of hops to his left toe stop, gaining the momentum, traveling forward to then do this stag jump forward. He's very smart about this. He reaches his right skate through to do this stag jump and he points and turns his right toe out. It's kind of like when I teach the strut walk, the toe stop strut walk, I teach to turn your knee out a little bit. This helps with not hitting your wheels and having your skate go out from under you because that is no fun at all. He jumps off of his left toe stop, rotates a half rotation to his right, and lands on his left toe stop again. That landing is a little shaky. His ankle, you see him catch it, but it starts to go. That's a little scary when you actually slow that down and watch it. And then he has some toe stop rotations here. So this is very much dance is kicking in. He's rotating on his toe stops and he's traveling forward and a little bit to the left. So he's switching left toe stop, right toe stop, left toe stop, right toe stop. He does how many rotations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's also moving his hands up as he does it, which gives the illusion that he's like getting taller. It's getting bolder and bolder and quicker, which is really neat. He's whipping this around again. The hair is so good. Okay, now we have this pose. I love this moment. This is my favorite moment of the entire skating scene. He's skating on a left outer forward edge, and he has his right skate picked up, just kind of tucked into his left skate, just holding himself in place so that his balance is in one singular point down below, so that he's able to kind of straighten up that left knee, push his hips forward, and lean back into the side into this position. This is beautiful. He does a heel-to-heel rotation and puts his left toe stop down to slow himself down into a spiral. Stunning. And then comes up on his right toe stop, letting himself come up and out of the rotation. I really like that. I appreciate it. Okay, we have a little barrel roll here. I have almost all of these skills in my membership, which is fantastic. I'm very proud of that. He's on a left outer forward edge, and then he does kind of a left outer forward to right outer back heel to heel transition. When you do this with a cross like he does right after, it's kind of called like a barrel roll, but it's pretty much a heel to heel transition and then a backward cross pull. That's the best way to break it down. And then he steps onto a right inner forward edge, does a nice little edge rock over, push with the toe stop, a few more forward cross pulls, and then this moment's kind of silly. So he does a kind of spread eagle / side surf, and he switches which leg he's bending. It's like a combination of a lot of different moves. I would say it's a combination of a spread eagle, a side surf, and an Ina Bauer. But he's switching back and forth. And because he's switching back and forth, he's actually gaining momentum doing this. The belt rubbing against his neck, again, that would probably hurt. Once he's done with this move, some more backward cross pulls. Nice, strong backward cross pulls. I love it. And then when he's done with those cross pulls, he picks his left skate up, switches over to a right outer back edge, and does a single mapes or a toe loop. The landing they cut, but I have a feeling it was kind of a messy landing. Yeah, I think it's two-footed. That's okay. Now, turns forward, some more, whipping that belt around. Very nice. Nice heel-to-heel transition, just a nice clean heel-to-heel transition. And then he stops himself with his left toe stop, brings that out and around to like make it a little more dramatic. And then we have a dance portion. I'm here for this. Okay, left toe stop down, kick that right skate up, cross it over, whip those arms, windmill, right outer forward, toe stop spin, stunning. Mini spiral, stretch it up, let that toe stop go back. Some karate, And then full on dance mode here. Left toe stop, spin, and then rotations. Again, switching right, left, right, left, right, left. Now to travel to the right. That's so good. All on the toe stops. I am here for this. It's like he's doing my choreography. This is just straight up choreography, just on your toe stops. I love this. This is beautiful. He does a rotation with the kick. He plants his right toe stop down. He does the kick. He knows that's solid, and then he allows his hips to rotate, so his foot rotates. And then this moment, ha! I love it. And then he starts rolling again. So now he's back to doing some backward cross pulls, and then onto his left outer forward, move around, another stag jump, this time with the knee bent. He gets a lot of air, so he can do the stag jump by bending the left knee at the very beginning of it, and then he bends his right knee as well. So you get this nice position with both knees bent. Wow. Then we have another just rotation from forward to backward, heel to heel, a little messy. He does like a half of a opposite backward cross pull, then puts his right toe stop down to stop himself. You can see the line of his toe stop. And now he pushes really fast. A few pushes off of the toe stop, jumps up into this half split, breaks, I think, lights in his way. spins on his butt, comes up. That takes a lot of muscle to get up there. 2-foot spin. Is that a heel toe I see? Kinda. Jumps off of this stage. That landing is so low. No wonder why he put those pads on his knees. If he doesn't hit his right knee to the ground, it's pretty close. Another 2-foot spin and grab the belt and ending. And everyone claps, loses their minds. I would too, probably. Wow. I have watched this a few times now, not too many times. I almost wanted to do like a blind reaction video to this, but I couldn't. It was sent to me so many times. I am so grateful for you sending in videos, emailing me, sending me messages on Instagram, sending me messages wherever you can to tell me what you want me to break down, because I got so many of this one and I totally love it and I appreciate it. And I think that this is a very long scene. Like, this is a full routine. He starts skating at 13 seconds of this clip that I have, and the video he stops skating at 3:17. That's a lot. This was probably very tiring. As I said, almost all of these skills are available in my skills classes through my memberships on thatnicolefiore.com or on YouTube. I love when you send in things that you want me to break down, so keep them coming. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you later. Bye.